So I'm going to teach you a very basic leg workout. It's one that I kind of reset and come back to all of the time. And I start off with no weights, and then I start to graduate into the weights. So that's how I'm going to teach you guys this workout as well. It's something that you can always come back to. And what I love about it is as you start to develop that strength, you're going to start to feel it. So you'll be laying in bed and reach down and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel these quad muscles, or I feel these glutes, and it's incredible. So we're going to get going just going through 3 basic exercises, and then we're going to repeat them. And so like I said, not a lot of weight, and then as we graduate, we'll start to add more weight. So we're really just going to work on form with this. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start off with some squats. Your feet are going to go shoulder width apart. If you hand weights, if you wanted to use hand weights, you just hold them right here to your side. And you're going to come down, making sure your knees stay equal rather than tipping inward. And you're going to tuck that tail and then bring it up. So it's just a squat. You can also use your band. There is one exercise I'm going to break the band out for today. So we go down and up, down and up. So for all of these, we're going to do about 15 reps, except for this one. We're going to do a little bit more because it's double leg work. So I'm going to kind of target around 20, 25. So squatting down, opening those hips. When you come down here, make sure that that low back stays nice and long and you're tucking that tail under. I'll show you a side view here in the next set. We got 5 and 4, shoulders down and back. 3, 2, get down deeper, last one. Good. Okay, so the next one is a step forward lunge. So what I'm going to do is just step forward with my right leg and stay on my right leg for the first 15, and then go to my left leg for the first 15. So I'm stepping forward. I'm watching that my knee doesn't go out over my toe. So proper form here keeps that knee just stepped right over the ankle, and you might feel a stretch here in your hip flexor. And then we're just going to push back. Now, a couple things you can do. You can go ahead and bend this knee down, or you can keep it straight. So a couple options there. But what you're wanting to do is keep this pelvis nice and neutral. So that's about 4. And 5. And 6. This is definitely a balance move. Nice. 10. We got 5 more. 5. And 4. Awesome. 3. Starting to bend that back leg. I like that better. 2. And final 1. Good. There's a big difference for me from right to left. So I'm hoping as we progress through these workouts, I rehab that side a little bit. You might notice the same. Let's go on the left leg now. So we step forward. I always like to kind of feel that out for first time. Make sure that knee's not going out over the toe. And then bring it back in. So watch that knee, make sure it goes straight forward and it doesn't tip inward. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of repetition to this, but your body likes repetition. And then when we repeat, our endurance increases. So those muscles get used to it and they start to be stressed a little bit, and that's what causes them to go. So we want that. We want little tiny microscopic tears in the muscles, and then they remodel and they get stronger. Let's go 3 and 2 and last one. All right, perfect. Okay, so that was our step forward lunge. Now we're going to do our step backward lunge. So I'm moving a little bit closer, and now I'm going to step back with my right foot. My left leg is kind of balancing, and then I come forward. So we'll do 15 here. Nice. 3, keep those shoulders down and back. 4, good, really getting into a 90-degree angle here with this knee. Watching to make sure it doesn't wobble. 6. I'm using my Pilates breath. 9, nice, and 10. Belly button is your center of gravity. And 12, good. Shake that out, and then we switch on over. So we're stepping back with my left leg. My right leg, I take a second just to make sure I'm squared off, and then bring it back up. So you might even take a turn into a mirror if you have a full-length mirror that you could look at, and just see what's happening with your pelvis and what's happening with your knee. because once again, you want that knee to be straight. And then sometimes you'll get into kind of a drop in the pelvis, and you want to keep the hip bones on the same level here. I know I kind of drop into my left hip, so when I look in the mirror, I can help fix that a little bit. Totally lost count, guys, so I'm going to go 3 more. And 2, and last one, and bring it back up. Yeah, and as you can see, this is a little bit cardio. I'm definitely getting my heart rate up. This jacket's going to come off here in a little bit. Okay, so that's set number 1. We're going to go back into set number 2 here. So we'll just repeat those 3 moves. Feet are shoulder width apart, shoulders down and back, crown of the head up, and we go into our squat. This time I'm raising my hands. The first round I pretended like I was holding hand weights. So either way is great. Let me turn to the side so you guys can see what we want to do with that back. We want to keep it long and reaching down like you're sitting in a chair. Yeah. Like you're going backwards. You want this nice 90-degree angle here. If you can get down that low. That's it. Shoulders down and back. Again, you can do whatever you choose with your arms. I kind of like this if I'm not holding hand weights. That's it. And you might notice a little bit of shift in those hips, like you might tend to go over to one side or the other. Again, a mirror is really good to imagine a midline right down your body and trying to stay even on each side. Let's go 4. And 3. Woo. 2 more. Yes, and last one. Sweet, bring it in. Time for the jacket to go off now. You can see my headband kind of matches my shirt. Oh, I had boots on today when I walked out the door, and my husband said, hey Wendy, the 80s called and they want their aerobics instructor back. He's so loving. Okay, so step forward lunge. So I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. We start with the step forward lunge. I'm going right leg first. Yeah, about 15 here. Try to keep those hips squared off. 3. It's good balance work. 4. And 5. And you can see how it's okay not to use weights yet. 7. 8. 9. Put on your favorite music. 10. Just enjoy the routine. 12. 2. 3 more. 3. And 2. And last one. Good. March it out. And we go straight on over to the left side. So left leg lunges and brings it back. 3. You got this. Our bodies are changing right now. 4. 5. That's it. Shoulders down and back. Feel that push off of the heel. That's it. 8. 9. You might go a little slower. That's perfectly fine. Work on your balance. Got 3 more. 3. And 2. And if you trust yourself to count better than I do, you're smart. Last one. Whew, good. It's hard to count and talk at the same time. I challenge you to try it. Okay, and then we go into the step back lunge. So I'm moving a little bit closer, squaring up my hips, and then I'm stepping back with my right leg, 90-degree angle on my left here, and bring it back up. What do you think's easier, the step forward or the step back? I think the step back is a little bit easier personally. So we save them for when you're a little bit fatigued. That's also what we're going for here. We want to get a little fatigue with those repetitions. Fatigue means muscles change, muscles grow. That's what we want. And don't worry about bulking up. You are not going to bulk up. It takes heavy weights at low repetitions to bulk up. You're just going to tone up. You're going to be a metabolizing machine. I don't know, is that 15? 2 more? 1 more? There we go. Switch it on over. So square up those hips, and we step up with that left leg and drive it forward. Excellent. Shoulders down and back. Sit into those glutes. Work on that midline right down the center. That's it. Yeah, and if you get going a little bit fast, that's definitely some cardio. Make sure you're using the back of the body as well as the front. Don't make those quads do all the work. Use those glutes. 3 and 2 and final 1, and bring it back up. And we'll march it out. Okay, that's round 2. We go into our third round now. So once again, feet shoulder width apart, shoulders down and back. Take a breath here, big inhale, and here we go. Down and up, down and up. There you go, get the booty down. Such a great workout, just the basics. Yeah, feel what's going on in your body. Feel if you feel a little bit of a switch in those hips. See if you feel anything in your lumbar spine. Maybe tuck that tail down just a little bit more. Wiggle out some of that tightness. This is a very, very important move. You're going to be squatting your whole life, as long as you're using the restroom. So it's called an activity of daily living. Use those abs as you come up. How about 5 more? 5 and 4. That's it, guys. 3 more. Last 2. Final 1. Stepping forward now. So walk back just a little bit. I don't know if I'm always starting on my right or left, but do whatever feels right for you. So we go forward with the right. Bring it back. Forward with the right. Bring it back. That's it. I'm driving that knee down towards the floor. Good. What you also feel here is this inner thigh is working. I was kind of taking for granted how to work those inner thighs, and started doing some lunging, and then happened to do some reading about some of the best ways to work those inner thighs, and they're like, yeah, lunging works your adductors, your inner thigh muscles. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been noticing that. Let's go 4 and 3, driving it down, 2 more, and final 1. Perfect. Switching sides, girls. We're almost there. We got this leg, and then 1 more move. Drive it down, bring it up. Good. Center of gravity is right here in your belly button. Working on balance. I'm kind of pushing off of my heel to help me get up, and that works down the whole back of the leg. So that posterior chain we talked about last time is working hamstring and glute. Good. If you guys can't tell, I want you to learn about your body and really start to appreciate how your muscles work together. I'm definitely a big anatomy nerd, but it's fascinating. And I think it makes the exercise a lot more fun. Yes, let's go 3 and 2. You got this. Final 1. Sweet. All right, we got that 1 more move. It's the step back lunge. So we come to the front here. Take a little breath here. Shoulders down and back. This time I'm going to start with my left leg. Your choice, dealer's choice. So I step back with my left leg. Watch that right knee. Make sure it doesn't waver in. Sometimes you'll get your heel out and your knee in like that. Check that trajectory. Bring it back. Balance here. Belly button to your backbone. Have I hit anywhere close to 15 on these? I don't know. You can respond and tell me. Good, getting into that glute. Try not to lean over into that right hip, stay even into this left one as well. About 5 more. We're almost there, girls. 4, 3, nice, last 2, and final 1. Bring it up, march it out. We shift on over to the other side and step back lunge. Watch that knee, drive it straight down. Don't let everything come inward. Parallel lines. Railroad tracks. Good. It's good to have a mirror to check on. My weight is in the back of my heel here. Pushing into that heel and recruiting that left glute. Engaging is the word I was trying to say. Let's go for 6 and 5. That's it. 4. See a little wobble in my knee. 3. I'm hoping that gets better. 2. And woo, final 1. See, I told you, I'm not perfect by any means. We did that. Great work, you guys. All right, march it out. We're just going to take those feet About shoulder width apart. Draw those shoulders down and back, and let's end with a few deep breaths. In your nose, out your mouth. And again, in your nose, out your mouth. And one more, in your nose. Blow it out your mouth. And then finally bringing those hands to prayer position. Go ahead and tuck that nose down, roll your shoulders back. And let's just, in our minds, kind of think for a second about the gratitude we have for our healthy bodies right now. That your body's able to move, it's able to support you, and that you are able to learn from it. Come from this place of learning and growing and cooperating and being mindful in your body. I promise you, it will feel like it's an amazing growth journey if you just lean into it. Thank you so much. You guys have a fantastic day. Mwah.